One of the challenges that organizations face and that I hear leaders talk about is the competition for good talent or the talent war or whatever phrase you want to give it. But leaders are having a hard time building out a team of the successful and the top candidates or the top employees that they need. And there's a few things that are contributing to this, and I want to just rattle them off, and then I'm going to do other videos, so stay tuned to hear the detail on each of them. So first and foremost, globally, we are going through changes in our demographic, or we've been going through changes in our demographics. So in many of the developed countries, we've had this baby boomer bulge of people who are now all retiring. And so as they leave, they're not contributing to the workforce, and they're taking all that experience and institutional knowledge with them. So that's on the one hand. On the other hand, we have had for decades, generations, really declining fertility rates or birth rates more specifically. So in Canada, I think it fell to 1.4 and 2.1 per children per woman is the replacement value that we need in Canada at any rate, and other developed countries as well. We're well below that. So we're losing baby boomers and the workforce on the one hand, and we're not replenishing it on the other hand. So both of those things are contributing to a smaller pool of people who are available to do all the work that we need to have done. The second factor, there's four. So the second factor is that there's changing skills. So technology and digitization means that we need employees with skills that we maybe even haven't fully defined yet. I know my kids are in high school, and they're going to be looking at jobs and programs and universities, and the jobs that they'll end up haven't even been invented yet. So we're needing to find people who have skills to be able to work with technology, and those are far and few between. The third one is a result of the pandemic and COVID that employees started reevaluating their values and the work arrangements that they wanted to have. And of course, there was the Great Resignation, as it's been coined, as employees moved and reevaluated where and how they wanted to work. Certainly being able to work remotely and hybrid has contributed to that, and it's opened up a host, much broader range of opportunities that are available to employees now. It's changed the power dynamic a little bit. And the last one is leader effectiveness. And this one isn't new, but I think it's worth repeating. And there's the adage that employees don't leave organizations, they leave managers. And there's some great studies out how the leader's effectiveness really contributes to the likelihood of people leaving. So there's a hiring challenge, but then there's also a retention challenge. And when leaders embrace employee development and coaching and create a team culture of learning, it addresses a lot of those issues. Not the baby boomers and the workforce, but it addresses the changing skills. It helps combat employees reevaluating their values and whether they want to stay, and it certainly makes them more effective as leaders. So those are four factors. Stay tuned for some subsequent videos where I dive into each one of those in more detail.